last time people had a blast, but they were also clamoring for a
They're
certain
clamoring
something.
like clams.
Yes.
And that
For
was
the Brandomizer.
the
Ooh.
randomizer. Guys, this is the randomizer. For everybody listening, which I assume is 0 people, what we have on screen right now is a website that looks like it was designed in 2010 with a wheel. And said wheel has the name of various designers.
Yeah.
And the idea behind this segment is that we spin the wheel, we see where it lands on, and we talk about a designer that maybe isn't always in the limelight. I would say that if we landed on Tom Ford, we would spin again. Just throwing that out there.
Right. That's fair. We can. Is there anybody in the chat that wants to throw anything out here that would?
We might have not saved the last time that you guys gave us suggestions.
Right. Give us one more. We got to fill it in.
Give us one more.
One.
Can I ask you something, Killian? I just want to make sure we're on the same page. There's a delay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10 seconds or something. Oh, Kiko Kostadinov. There we go.
Kiko at Kiko. Dapper Dan. What am I going to say about Dapper Dan?
Yeah, it's fair.
You know.
All right, we ready to spin?
Spin that wheel.
It's a fortunate wheel, you know.
Okay.
I don't think the sounds pick up. Okay.
Casablanca.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Why don't you lead, Killian?
All right. So there's one piece that I've owned from Casablanca. I was impressed that the materials seemed nice, the construction seemed nice. It was fairly cheap compared to like high luxury brands. You know, it's kind of more at that next step down price wise, which I think is nice.
Fairly cheap. You're talking like $500 per shirt.
For a shirt?
For a shirt.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Keep going.
So but I think for me, I would put them in a similar category to where I mentally put like Versace, where it's just like I can respect what they're doing, but it's so not for me aesthetically that I just kind of write it off. You know?
No doubt. I would say at least about their aesthetic, and to kind of give people an idea.
Yeah.
I mean, my relationship, or like my understanding of the brand, which is why I was kind of doing eyebrows about it, was all I know about Casablanca, the brand, and not the movie, is that they make shirts. They make like short sleeve camp collar shirts.
Speaking of, give me 2 seconds.
I will. And to kind of give you an idea, more or less, these shirts are typical. Oh my God, it's my idol.
Yeah,
it's the person who I love the most in the world.
Tell the listeners. Yep,
we got Jeff Bezos. His head bald as ever. He's got sunglasses in the shape of hearts. Yep. It is nighttime in this picture, and he's got a very tight Casablanca shirt on, apparently, and some like Babe, some arm candy.
That's the Babe that ripped him away from his wife.
Oh dang, he lost a lot of money over that Babe. No, I don't want to say that, because actually, what I know about Jeff Bezos' original wife is that she helped build the company. She deserves every penny.
I agree.
So this is the brand of Jeff Bezos.
That's the aesthetic, yeah.
And to give you more context, the shirt looked like it was silk, and it was in a vibrant kind of geometric pattern. And a lot of Casablanca's shirts and other stuff is like in really vibrant patterns or prints.
Yeah.
It's kind of reminiscent of the collection that Prada did. I forget the name of it, but remember when they had all those boxy camp color shirts that everybody on Grailed would like kill their grandmother to get?
The split ones?
Yeah. And it's like, you saw, what's his face? Jeff Goldblum would wear them. They were the perfect fit. They were very expensive. Casablanca is in some ways reminiscent of this because there's similar fit and
Mhm.
kind of a similar, like really loud,
Yeah.
like a Hawaiian shirt that's not a Hawaiian pattern.
It's like like White Lotus type shirts.
Like from the people who brought you White Lotus,
Mhm.
the HBO show, comes Casablanca.
Exactly.
Let me say this though, because you initially said it's not my bag, baby.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would wear one of these shirts. I like no reservation. I like these shirts. I would wear this.
Okay.
Do I typically wear things so vibrant and
Yeah.
dare I say garish?
Mhm.
No, but for one, I don't know how to shop for the summer. I have
Right.
a sweating problem. I
Mhm.
don't know how to dress during warm weather, and
Mhm.
like really great shirts are few and far in between for me.
Yeah.
I would love to get a really nice shirt, and something about this makes me think like I don't know. Let the shirt do the talking. You know,
Right, right, right.
I can look like I could look like I'm a regular Jeff Bezos type, like
Right.
billionaire.
Can
There
I
is definitely something
Yeah.
very loud about them, kind of Palm Angels ish.
Yep.
What were
I
you gonna
think so.
say?
I think, like, even Gucci does a lot of this stuff, like the kind of bright monogram, like an orange and a blue in this, like, satin kind of thing.
Yeah,
It feels very luxurious in that very, like, loud luxury type of way, you know?
and we're about to enter the era of quiet luxury.
Right. They're out of place. So I think there's absolutely a place for it, so I would never talk down on Casablanca in the way that I would like a Philip Plein or whatever, you know
Which
what I
I
mean?
would talk down on immediately. Yes.
Exactly. We
Stop,
have
stop,
and we
stop.
will,
Yeah.
but it's just, the garishness, I
It's good.
guess,
I mean,
you know?
dude, let's just do a reality check for a second.
Yeah.
I came in here in a sailor's outfit, like I'm ready to be
Yeah.
deployed.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
real
yeah.
man's man.
Right.
You're wearing a fur coat that Mrs. Wayne was murdered in, and you're
Exactly.
telling me that you wouldn't wear something garish.
So, there's
Checkmate.
different types of garish, okay? There is pulling off a vintage rabbit fur coat, thank you very much, and then there is the Versace Baroque print. Those are
Mhm.
2 very different garish, okay?
Yeah. Maybe we should just like live like a Miami lifestyle and start dressing in like a Miami people, like
There
where
you go.
like we exist inside of Grand Theft Auto Vice City stories, you know,
That
and
is
we're
where
like
Casablanca lives.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Casablanca technically is a made up brand in the Grand Theft Auto universe.
Yeah, you go to the Pay
Um,
and Spray, and then you hit the
yeah,
clothing store where you
exactly.
buy Casablanca. You wanna
Caroline knows somebody who is, and I don't want to disparage people or talk about people,
Uh-huh.
but she knows a person, a colleague who is a writer for the background stuff in the next Grand Theft Auto,
Ah, there
presumably.
you go.
So, like, you know, like when you crash a car in Grand Theft Auto, some guy is like, "My car!"
Yeah,
Somebody writes that. Somebody's job is to write
sure.
those, and you know, it sounds like I'm being like, "Oh, what an idiot," but those are funny. Those are like
Oh, yeah.
some of the funniest background things in any video game.
I remember very early on, I was just out of college, I worked on a short film,
Yeah.
and the star that they got for the short was the guy that played Trevor in GTA 5, and I was basically like I was like a producer on the film as much as a producer can be, but basically what it meant in practice was, like, I was driving people around all weekend. So I was
Executive
basically this guy's
producer.
chauffeur for the weekend, and
And
he was giving me the lowdown on all the GTA 5 happenings without being able to say what it was, but he was like, "So I'm doing this thing, and I'm doing a lot of motion capture, and it's for this
I
really big
wonder.
company, and it's for
I
this video game series that's, like, really big." And
oh,
yeah. Basically gave
What could
every
this
hint he
guy be
possibly could.
doing?
Yeah.
This guy who's immediately recognizable from a video game
Right. Right.
specifically. Yeah, that's interesting. That is curious. I would have assumed that you had him in your car and he just did like dialogue from like some quest. And he's like, we gotta go to this place.
I mean, in retrospect, that's basically what it was, right?
It sounds like
Take
it.
take me back to my hotel.
Yeah, exactly. Wild. So, what was the name of that film? Did it win the Academy Award?
It was called Disgrace. He was the male lead, but he also had a son in it who was a guy who's in a lot of stuff now. He played young Louis in an episode of Louis, who's the star of an episode of Louis.
Louie, you're gonna die. That's so
Great
cool.
show. No, not controversial at all in this day and
Nothing
age.
controversial. I mean, I probably made this joke before, but if you asked me in high school who were my favorite comedians, I would have been like Louis C.K.,
Yes.
Dave Chappelle,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
in retrospect, I'm like, all my heroes are assholes.
Hey, Bill Burr is still chill.
Bill Burr was always controversial. I guess
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, if somebody's like, he's canceled, it's like, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. But like then there's also like John Mulaney, I would have said.
True, yes.
And he falls in and off the wagon, and that's
Fred Armisen.
Like, Fred, don't say that he's bad.
Just do some Googling. That's all I'll say.
I don't want to. Come on.
Should we chat with the homies?
Yeah. Hey, homies. I would love to get like feedback. Like, honestly, here's like just like an idea. What do you think is like? What are you enjoying this? Is this good for you?
Mm-hmm.
Feedback.
Tell us.
We want some honest feedback right now. That's
take it.
Like,
yeah.
I got Bill Cool.
Bill Cool. That's our
Bill
feedback.
Cool. Or any other questions, any fashion blanks.
Yeah.
I'm blanks. I know you like it. I'm making this show basically for you at this point.
This is great. Listen, this is all we needed. Listen,
if you think it's so great, then why don't you make 10 of your friends watch the show and then get 10 of their friends to watch it?
That's how it works. Listen, we'll give you some product, okay? And if you sign other people up to sell that product, you get a cut of their sales. And it's this new concept. It's called a triangle.
It's called triangle marketing.